People keep asking why Muslims are shown so much honor, but no one is prepared for the real answer. It's something deeper, older, and far more powerful than culture or politics. And every time I hear that question, I feel like, man, people really don't understand what they're looking at. They're reacting to something ancient, something wired into human beings long before modern borders, long before the West even had its own identity. It's like there's this subconscious recognition happening, and nobody wants to talk about it because it feels almost too real, too honest. And I keep thinking, why does this question even exist? Why do people look at Muslims and instantly feel this weight, this seriousness, this respect? It's not because of news narratives or social media arguments. It's something older. You ever see how a Muslim walks into a room with that calm confidence, that grounded posture? You can always feel it. There's a discipline there, a certainty, a sense of knowing who they are and what they stand for. Most people don't have that anymore. Most of us are floating around with no foundation. Meanwhile, these guys have a compass that hasn't changed for 1,400 years. Do you understand how insane that is? In a world where everything shifts every 5 minutes, they've got a system that's rock solid, and it blows my mind how people in the West dance around talking about this. They'll talk about geopolitics, culture, the Middle East, whatever, but they avoid the core. They avoid the fact that the honor people see comes from the teachings, not the stereotypes. It comes from this ancient structure, prayer, discipline, family unity, moral codes, that's still intact, and we're shocked by it because we've lost most of those things. We're disconnected from roots, from tradition, from anything that gives us a long-term identity. So when people see a community that still has all that, they interpret it as something exotic or strange or overly intense, but it's not. It's just old-school human structure. It's what we used to have, but we let it fade. I think a lot of people don't want to face that because it reflects something missing in their own lives. It's easier to say, oh, they're different, rather than ask why that difference triggers so much curiosity or even envy. It's like when you meet someone who works out every day, eats clean, sleeps properly, and has purpose. You look at them and go, what is this guy doing that I'm not? And suddenly you start feeling uncomfortable, not because they're doing anything wrong, but because they're doing what you should be doing. That's the energy people feel around Muslims. Discipline, certainty, consistency. That's rare today. And the deeper you go, the more wild it gets. When you start looking at Islamic teachings, not the media version, not the distorted stuff, you start seeing this insane emphasis on honor, humility, protecting your family, respecting elders, holding yourself accountable, treating people with dignity. These aren't political concepts. These are ancient tribal survival principles. Humans evolved with this stuff. And Islam preserved them in a way that stayed solid for centuries. Even while the rest of the world kept changing, kept rewriting, kept bending to trends, there's something primal about that, something that hits a nerve. And trust me, when something hits a deep human nerve, people don't know how to process it. They just feel it. And what's crazy is that when you actually meet Muslims, especially practicing ones, that honor isn't loud. It's not performative. It's in the small things. The way they greet you, the way they lower their gaze to show respect, the way they put their family first. The way they talk about God like he's actually present in their everyday life, not some philosophical idea. You feel this weight in their presence, like they're connected to something ancient. And you think, whoa, people used to live like this. This is what strength looked like before modern life complicated everything. It's so weird how Western culture tries to intellectualize everything. Oh, it's geopolitical. Oh, it's identity politics. Oh, it's historical conflict. And meanwhile, the real answer is staring us in the face. People recognize honor because even if you don't understand it, humans are wired to respect it. It's the same reason people revere warriors, elders, monks, anyone who has discipline and purpose. We're drawn to that. And Muslims, especially the practicing ones, they live by a code that hasn't been diluted. I think that's what shocks people, that consistency, that sense of grounding. We're not used to seeing belief systems that don't shift with trends. Most belief systems today are flexible, adjustable, customizable, but Islam is like this fortress. You either enter it or you don't, but it doesn't change for you. And that kind of permanence is intimidating, but it's also admirable, because as much as people pretend they want total freedom, deep down we crave structure, meaning something bigger than us. And then when you zoom out historically, it all lines up. You see this pattern across civilizations. Groups that stay connected to their roots tend to keep their honor. Groups that drift from their teachings tend to lose it. Look at ancient cultures, old societies, tribes, warriors. Every strong group had codes, honor codes, discipline codes, moral codes. Islam still has that. It preserved it. And in a world where everything is about convenience and shortcuts, that stands out like a flame in the dark. So when people ask why are Muslims shown so much honor, the honest answer is because people feel it. Even if they don't understand it, even if they've never studied Islam, even if they don't agree with it, honor is one of those things that bypasses the brain and hits the instinct. And instinct doesn't lie. And you know what? The more people try to ignore that, the more curious they get. Because you can't outrun something that resonates on a human level. You can't pretend you don't see a structure that works. You can't pretend discipline isn't powerful. You can't pretend faith doesn't give people a psychological backbone. You can't pretend unity isn't impressive. It's all right there. And I'm not saying everyone needs to convert or agree or whatever. I'm just saying this question people keep asking is deeper than they realize. It's not political. It's not cultural. It's not modern. It's ancient human psychology responding to ancient human structure. And when those two things meet, you feel something. You recognize something, you respect something. That's the real answer, the one nobody talks about, the one that makes people uncomfortable because it forces introspection. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. And honestly, it's kind of beautiful.